Alrighty, so we got religion in Restoration era England. So the English Restoration period was a period in British history that began with the coronation of King Charles II in 1660 and ended in 1707 with the Act of Union, which officially created Great Britain. King Charles II wanted to emulate the splendor he had seen among other members of Europe's royalty while he was traveling, and he made Anglicanism the official state religion. That's a picture of King Charles II. So the religion of this era changed in several ways. After his rule was over, he was succeeded by a Dutch nobleman, William of Orange, and his daughter Mary. After them, the British throne was ruled by King James II, a German king who had inherited the throne in 1685 and tried to make Roman Catholicism the state religion of England. James II was forced to abdicate the throne during the Glorious Revolution, and the Act of Settlement was signed, which permanently kept Catholics from ruling the English throne. During Charles II's reign, he brought a short era of glamour and splendor among the middle and upper classes. It was decided that the ruling monarch of England had to share power with Parliament, something that hadn't happened before. The rulers of this era affected the religion because mostly the rulers wanted to maintain Anglicanism as a state religion, but James II was a Catholic, which caused a lot of tension between the Parliament and the nation as a whole, and had a couple wars because of that. So this is Anglicanism. Anglicanism was founded mostly because King Henry VIII wanted a divorce from his wife, and the Catholic Church didn't grant him one, so he formed an entirely new denomination just to get a divorce from his wife. Catholicism. Catholicism is another denomination of Christianity which believes more in the power of Mary and has many more requirements outside those stated in the Bible. Catholicism tends to consider sacraments, repentance, and confession as crucial in one's relationship in life and to God. A major component of Catholicism is how the power of the Pope and how his influence can influence the church and the world as a whole. So Anglicanism and Catholicism both collided during the Restoration era because these were the two main religions in England. Each ruler that came during this era typically supported one or the other of these religions, and there was often much tension and fighting that took place due to disputes between the two. However, most of the fighting ceased when King James II was deposed and the Act of Settlement was signed, which prevented any Catholics from ruling the English throne. So how did religion affect daily life? Well, despite religion being a major part of the Restoration era, it probably wasn't as important to the citizens at that time as it is to us now. The people attended church and other, I don't know, I couldn't find any information about this. There's a picture about something in the Restoration period. Not sure who that is. I just Googled something and that she came up, so that's a woman. People seem to enjoy a relatively good quality of life under the Anglican Church because it mostly just allowed people to do whatever they wanted as long as they went to church every now and then. Said a couple prayers, you know. Now, however, under Catholic rule, there were somewhat strong laws about anyone who openly disgraced it. Although the punishments were not as common or as gruesome as they were during medieval times, floggings and occasional executions were not entirely uncommon. It largely depended on who the current ruler was, as some rulers were more likely to execute you than others were.